Hi everyone, and thank you for joining our latest ATTA webinar today. Today's webinar is Nextour, the easy one-stop shop for all your business management needs. Nextour is fully 100% based management software, which is a powerful and flexible and is tailored to meet the needs of all DMCs and inbound tour operators. From quotation to bookings, to contracting and invoicing both customer and suppliers, Nextour integrates the main functionalities needed to manage your business. Today we have as a speaker Kerry Labous-Karchner. She is Nextour's customer care representative, and she will be the one training us today on how to use Nextour's system. Leila will be the one responding our questions at the end of the webinar, and Leila is Head of Sales and Business Development at Nextour. So just before we start, a little bit of housekeeping. Anyone who has any question, please make sure to write them in the Q&A box and not in the chat box, as this will allow us to reply better to the questions. And that said, we are now ready for the webinar. So Kerry, over to you for your presentation.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Sarah. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining our webinar today. My name is Kerry, and as Sarah said, I am the customer care representative at Nextour. Today I'm going to take you through our system just for a brief look at what we've got to offer and how we can simplify your quoting and booking process. So please feel free to ask any questions in the Q&A box below, and then we'll circle back to them at the end of the presentation. Alrighty, so let's get started. What exactly is Nextour? So basically, Nextour is a business management software tool which is intended to help you streamline and centralize the quoting and booking aspect of your business. We're 100% cloud-based, so we can be accessed from anywhere in the world from a simple web browser, which allows for team mobility and facilitates access of information. No extra programs need to be downloaded or installed on your PC at all. Nextour has been tailor-made to meet the needs of any inbound tour operator, both B2B and B2C, and we're extremely user-friendly. So when logging into the system, you'll be met by the dashboard, which offers a quick overview of your company's current standing. You'll be able to filter by specific dates in order to see information such as your turnover and margins, the number of quotes and bookings per consultant, as well as the conversion percentage, your top 10 clients, your top 5 requests and destinations, negative and excessive booking margins, any unpaid files you may have, as well as the next 10 arrivals. The Supplier Database offers a centralized area to load all of your contracted rates, including accommodation, transfers, excursions, and car rental, to name a few. Each of these services contains all the essential information about your suppliers that you may require, such as the general information like your contact details, star ratings, GPS coordinates, and API integrations, such as Where To and Knightsbridge. Bank details and payment terms. Important contact details. Descriptions and pictures. We also have optional integration with a translation software that will allow you to automatically translate the descriptions into various languages such as French, Spanish, Italian, and Portuguese. All the rates provided by your supplier, including room types, meal bases, and any extras they may offer. We have the ability to attach files and documents to each supplier, so all employees are able to access these without having to search through tons of files or folders on an external server. We have a notes tab that allows you to highlight any important information within your supplier's contract, such as payment and cancellation policies, child policies, and any special offers they may have. There's also a history and a workflow record, which logs information of all the changes as they happen for ease of reference down the line. And as a company, Nextour also offers the services of loading your contracts for you so that all you need to focus on is your quotes and your bookings. Our customer relationship management tool allows you to save all your customer information in one place. With Nextour, you're able to create customizable markup policies per client. You're able to add notes and attachments and see a quick overview of activities and figures for the past 3 years. In this section, you're also able to upload your client's logo, which is then pulled through onto your quotation for a more personalized feel. Our quote section will allow you to create multiple different options for your client, all within the same quotation, which will obviously cut down on the tedious additional work involved in the quoting process. Exchange rates and markups are also able to be manipulated from within the quotation to make sure that you're offering your client the very best price possible. We have the option to quote on numerous different legs within the same quotation, which will allow you to easily separate various aspects of your client's journey. So this is quite useful when quoting itineraries including more than one country, breakaways for big groups, or if you've got multiple families who each want their own quotation. Not only that, but we're also able to effortlessly quote various group sizes in order to accommodate indecisive or unsure clients. Our innovative drag and drop feature allows you to easily insert, rearrange, and remove services with just a few mouse clicks. The easy to read design shows all services at a glance, which helps to make sure that nothing gets left out when quoting. Suggestion templates can be created and easily inserted into a quotation for each day. This could include information such as tips on things to do, things to see, recommended restaurants, etc. That'll basically help you upsell your bookings. And then the price recalculation wizard can be used in instances where there's a travel date change or simply a price change. And it's widely used when we duplicate an existing quote for reuse. We have a totals tab, which offers a variety of different ways of viewing the sales and net costs of the services you've added, which includes per day, per service type, and per person. And from here, you're also able to quickly change the currency in order to view the cost in rands, dollars, euros, etc. Our laid out program can be downloaded directly from the system, either in as a Word document or a PDF format, and it can also be pulled directly into Where To. The descriptions and pictures make for a very aesthetically pleasing program, which will have your clients very excited to depart. We have a module section, which will become probably the most referenced section of the system, because it allows you to save frequently quoted itineraries, either for personal use by yourself or for use by the entire company. These modules can be easily inserted into your quotation in just a couple of clicks. We have various different templates within Nextour, which will allow you to quickly insert frequently used text blocks into your quote. So things like inclusions and exclusions, your company's cancellation policies, important information pertaining to the country that your client is traveling to, such as health requirements and visas. And then with Nextour, you can easily convert your quotation into a booking and issue an invoice for your client. Supplier invoices are also easily able to be loaded into the system with the ability to allocate payment dates so that you or your accounts department will never miss a payment deadline again. All invoices and payments are linked throughout the system, making for a well-rounded, fully cohesive booking procedure. The invoice can be generated in different currencies if necessary, with the option to choose from various different bank accounts that your company may have. All your passenger details can be loaded into Nextour in order for you to generate a rooming list, as well as a passenger list, both of which can be sent directly through to your supplier if you need. Service vouchers are also easily generated within the system using the information that you've inserted and pulls through as a PDF document, which can again be emailed directly to your clients or to your suppliers. We also have a supplier accounts section within Nextour, which will help you keep track of all your suppliers' invoices and payments. These details can be exported into various, it can be exported in a couple of different ways and will help you keep an eye on your payment deadlines, your supplier recons, as well as paid and unpaid invoices per supplier. These entries that you insert are all linked back into your booking so that nothing will get overlooked or forgotten about, and will definitely help bridge the gap between reservations departments and accounts departments. We also have a very extensive reporting section, which will allow you to download detailed Excel spreadsheets showing things like company sales based on either the date of an invoice or the date of travel, your file costs, your quotes versus confirmation conversions, as well as company turnover based on either destination or actual customers. Then we have the settings section of the system. From here, you'll be able to grant or deny access to employees to certain sections of the system. You can also easily create different groups for the various departments within your company, as well as reset or change passwords, turn IP address security features on and off. This is also the section of the system where you can load all the templates that we mentioned before that get pulled through onto your quotations, such as your destination descriptions and pictures, general company inclusions and exclusions, cancellation policies, even your company's branding. The exchange rates are also controlled from this menu and can be updated as often as necessary, with the option to also automatically update your quotes and bookings should there be a current crash in the market. So as you can see, Nextour will take care of every aspect of your quoting and booking process and is guaranteed to make your working life easier and more productive. That's it from my side. So now we can move over to Leila and she'll answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. So now is going to be the time for the questions. So the first question is there an automated pathway for loading rates?
Hi, Julian. Thanks for your questions. There is no automated way. You would have to load in all your rates. As Kerry's mentioned, we do offer that service. So if you'd like us, we could quote you on loading all your rates so you don't have to worry about that.
Great, thank you for answering this. Does your translation software support Chinese and Japanese?
Yes, it does. We are integrated with DeepL, and it does definitely cater for Chinese and Japanese.
Thank you very much for answering that. How does your system manage exchange rates when quoting in multiple currencies?
Well, the system, you can quote in multiple systems, and then you would have a choice. Either you would sell according to your purchasing currencies, or you would be able to change it to whatever currencies or you're quoting with. So you could change maybe a ZAR US dollar to a euro if you would like to sell it in euros. So there's quite flexible ways you could quote with multiple currencies. And of course, it's on your settings sides. You have full access and are able to load all your exchange rates in the back end.
Okay, thank you for that. Are the supplies already loaded into the system, or do we have to?
Unfortunately not. They are not loaded on the system. You would have to load everything yourself with the rates. As mentioned before, we can help you load and get you started with that.
Okay, thank you for that. Can you import destination information from other systems? Example, WETU?
Where2, we are integrated with Where2, guys, so you are able to quote on Nextour and actually do your digital itinerary through Where2. It is linked one way, so the quotes ID will pull through to Where2, the costings will pull to Where2. You can use then obviously your components that you have built up on Where2.
Wonderful, thank you. And are you happy to share what the Nextour costs are?
I can share, guys. You can go to our website. We do have a few packages available. We've got the starter pack at €89. We've got the essential at €129 and a premium at €159. Now, this is a rate per person per user, but please note there is no implementation fees, there's no deposits, there's no contracts. This is the rate that you see is what you're going to pay. And there's no API connections, fees, or maintenance, or any of that.
Thank you for that. And is there extra cost to load rates?
There is. You can pop me an email. I can give that to you on the side. We do charge an hourly rate to load your supplies for you.
Wonderful, thank you. Can it sync with REST request?
We are actually finalizing REST requests. It should be ready in a few days. So yes, you will be able to check the availability through REST requests too.
Wonderful, thank you. So can people load the quoting manually, or do they have to load suppliers first?
You would have to load your supplier first. Your back end is very important. You need to make sure that you load it correctly with the correct rates for you to be able to do your quotes efficiently and fast.
Okay, thank you. And how does the system deal with circuit discounts? If an organization has 6 properties and all are booked, and a discount of 20% would be offered, how would that be applied?
You would have to load that in your back end and load all the discounts as well.
Thank you for that. What are all the API channels that are able to connect for rates and availability?
Well, at the stage we are with Knightsbridge, and we are finalizing with REST request.
Wonderful, thank you. And our last question for now is the software able to pick the terms and conditions for each, is the software able to pick the terms and conditions for each individual property? No,
at this stage, no. You would have to load your terms and conditions on the data side on your back end.
Wonderful, thank you. Well, I think this is all the questions for now, unless somebody wants to write the last question.
There is one more question I see. Can the software export to accounting software? We are not integrated with the software, but we do have Sage ready reports. So you would be able to export and then import it into Sage.
Wonderful. And I see now another one. Different properties have different child ages. Would we have to insert all of these manually?
Well, we actually left the child section open because of all the different ways each hotel handle their children. So you would have to fill it in according to the dates and the age for each property.
Great, wonderful. Well, thank you for answering all the questions, Leila. Sorry for the little delay on my side from London. I hope that you all enjoyed this webinar. And please, if you could repeat your email address again for anyone to contact you. Carrie or Leila?
You can contact me on Leila, it's Leila at nextour.travel.
And for anyone who joined in late, please rest assured that a recorded version of this webinar will be made available and sent to all registrants. That said, thank you everyone for listening. Thank you, Carrie, and thank you, Leila, for this wonderful presentation.
You.